We've all added weight to the bar and somehow we felt less strong. Going heavier doesn't always mean you're getting stronger. Sometimes it just means the number went up. Back in my meathead days, me and the boys only cared about one thing. That is adding weight to the bar every single week. And yeah, we picked up little nagging injuries here or there, but of course we just totally ignored that. One of my worst ones was a slight pec tear that kept me out for almost 1 year, and that year was absolute torture. So that meant zero pressing, only rehab work. We kept pushing through back then, and we were young, so we recover pretty quickly. Now I see things differently. If you want to keep showing up month after month, year after year, you've got to treat technique like your system. It's what keeps you safe and keeps you training next week, next month, and next year. Welcome back to the Ready for More podcast, Strength is for Everybody. I'm Idi. Today is a solo episode, and we're going to be talking about how to train with ego off so you stay strong for life. Everything you want has a price. You just have to figure out whether that price is worth it for you. Most people don't realize they're racking up interest. They keep chasing heavier weights even when the reps get messy. They push through pain like it's a badge of honor. They ignore the little warning signs until they're not little anymore. And then the same cycle shows up every time. You go hard for 6 months, sometimes tweaks, you get hurt and you're out for 6 months, then you're back at square one again. That is not strength. That's just running the same loop on repeat. If you train with more measured approach, your PRs might take a little slower, but your consistency becomes almost unlimited. And over the long run, consistency beats intensity every single time. So how do we break that cycle? We turn our training into practice. That is right, practice. We're talking about practice, not just showing up to survive the workout, but showing up to practice, clean reps, and build a skill. And we do that by adjusting two variables, intensity and tempo. First, we're going to talk about intensity. Intensity is simply how hard your body is working. You're going to choose a weight that challenges you without breaking your form. For most people, especially if you're over 40, the sweet spot is 5 to 8 on the RPE scale. You want it hard enough to grow and easier enough to recover. You're not trying to survive the rep. You're trying to own that rep. Number 2 is going to be tempo. Tempo is a simple code that tells you how long to spend on each part of the rep. An example is 3-1-1-0. 3 seconds down, 1 second pause, 1 second up, and there's going to be no pause on top. Slowing down forces you to control that rep. It teaches your body how to move well under load. And what you practice with lighter weights is exactly what shows up when it's heavy. All right, so here are 10 rules I want you to apply to almost every lift, especially if you're 40. Number 1, you're gonna stack, brace, and move. Stacking your ribs and pelvis, and think of lengthening your spine. Then you're gonna brace your core so your shoulders, trunk, and hips stay locked in and stable. Then you're gonna move the weight with a control while maintaining constant tension. Number 2, you're gonna warm up like it actually matters. You're gonna do 3 to 5 minutes of low intensity cardio on your favorite machine, treadmill, rowing, elliptical, whatever you want. That's just to raise your body temperature and get your joints moving. Then you're gonna do a couple super light weights or even body weight of the exact movement you're gonna be training that day. Now you're gonna ramp up with 2 to 3 sets. Number 1 is gonna be like 50% of your working weights. Number 2 is gonna be 80% of your working weight, and set number 3 is gonna be your actual first set. Remember, the goal is not to get you tired during the warm-ups. It's just to prime your muscle and your nervous system. So you set the standard for how every rep is gonna look that particular day. Number 3, you're gonna choose stability on purpose. If you're not stable, you can't contract hard. You leak force and you compensate. So you're gonna use machines, cables, a chest-supported rope, whatever you think when you're not stable enough. Number 4, you're gonna control the tempo. Tempo is just a tool to create more tension. It's the speed that lets you keep the tension from start to finish. Number 5, we're gonna initiate with the working muscle so you don't start by using momentum. Contract that target muscle first, then let the contraction drive that rep. Number 6, we're gonna train in an active range of motion. Usually you can control the weight through a certain range. It's really hard to keep adding load safely and consistently. Test the range with no weight first, then only load that part you can actually control today. The range you can own with confidence. Number 7, stop living at max effort. Spend most of your training in the 70 to 80% zone. That would be 7 to 9 RPE, but on most days I want you to stay 8. So that will leave about 2 reps in the tank. Number 8, you're gonna chase tension, not numbers. If you can't feel the target muscle doing the work, don't just push through. Adjust the load, slow the tempo down, clean up your setup, or just switch to a variation where you actually feel that target muscle. Number 9, respect rest periods. Rest long enough to repeat clean reps with the same control. Rushing turns strength work into sloppy fatigue. Number 10, you're gonna earn that progression and respect the pain signals. Micro jumps, slow progress. If something hurts, adjust early before it becomes a setback. Okay, here's the mindset shift. Every rep is a skill rep. You're not just building muscle, you're building movement. And slowing things down isn't regression, it is refinement. There are no perfect reps, just better ones. If you want help refining your form and training strong for life, drop a comment down below and tell me what lift you want help with. And if this episode helped you, like the video, subscribe, and visit geteverreadyfit.com. Train smart, move clean, and I'll catch you in the next one.